I'm going to change some of the pause settings as well at the start. So the plan for the group is to, at some point, we're obviously going to have Amiri and Lindsay, because why not? They both love us, apparently. We're going to take Harem early over Valerie, and then we'll rush the area where Valerie is to go get her instead of Jaethal. Which then means we have to try and either get preferably Tristian, and at some stage we want to swap out Harold for Octavia. Karina Kasaka is going to give me Risk of Rain 2. Oh, baby. Oh, now I don't have to buy it. Thank you very much, Karina. I do have Risk of Rain 1 that I want to play too. Was one of the fights I bashed my head against the Spider Cave? No, I did find out about that. Someone said, go look up this fight, and I'm like, whoa, I am not going to that cave. We did repeatedly bash like a troll, I think it was, into oblivion for like 5 minutes while we worked out how we could kill it with a ever-burning torch. Oh, and one of the things that I found out, someone sent me a whisper and said, actually several people did, and said encumbrance affects attack rolls. So one of the reasons, there was one fight where we were blind and we're sitting here dying repeatedly because our melees were literally blind, but also we were encumbered and blind and statted incorrectly. And everything against any ability to make a hit. Meanwhile, I'm sitting going, I'm stupid, won't let me hit. No, Panz. In some part, the game is strategy. You need to put in the work and learn how to play. Fine. So, big boy bearded streamer pants time. We're not doing one of these ones, though. No way. So we get to do the character creation again, which is fantastic. Oh, and just for giggles, I downloaded a portrait pack. We'll get back to the portrait later. We are taking a ranger. And we are going to go straight ranger. Hey, Roche, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the new stream. So we do need to pick a race. And once we get our looks sorted, we'll go find a portrait. And we want to min-max a little, get fairly optimized, but we don't have to go like extreme. Although, you know, there's nothing wrong with Jeff Legolas, you know, if that's what we want to do. One of the things I don't want to do in probably any time we roleplay is take human, because they're boring and they suck. Yeah, dirty human, pew pew, no. Now, archery is a thing in real life, that's okay. Combat archery is a little different. Even though it does exist, you know, we're not going to human. It looks like if you get a sex change, you fart in this game. Interesting. Karina always picks humans. Dirty. That's okay. Tiefling seems a little weird. Simultaneously more and less than mortal. I'm confused. Oh, tiny little halfling. Perception is nice for a for rangers. Halfling to break stereotypes. Well, I still want it to sort of work. +2 racial bonus on athletics and mobility checks is nice. And the perception's good. Can halflings use longbows without having it bury into the ground? It's not awful. We do get a negative strength bonus, which we want to be trying to really bash up into dexterity. We also want to get a little bit of wisdom, apparently. We want to get enough wisdom so we can cast some spells, which I don't really know much about. Ranger spelling. Why can't we just pew 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 pew? But apparently casting spells is a thing. Or having a couple of spells. So what's the minus strength going to do for us? Oh, well, though, the thing is, though, when you have a minus strength, it does mean you can use single points for full raising. So if you have 1 point left over, that will give you a full point to raise it. Whereas when you start putting to, like, max out, you know, they're expensive. Whereas you can negate your negatives, you know, quite cheaply. Most of the good spells, yeah. So someone was saying about levels 4 spells, which I believe is 14 wisdom. Is it 13 wisdom? 14 wisdom for level 4 spells. And I said, like, a lot of this made no sense to me. Composite bows get damage bonuses from having strength. Yeah, so we're gonna use a composite longbow. Yeah, that's pretty much the way to go with any PnP ranger composite longbow. Will this game tailor interactions if you have negative intel? Not sure. Although, possibly not specifically because you have negative intel, but you'd be missing some of the ones that require a neutral or positive intel. No, we're not making a dumb character. Yeah, minus strength is not good. Minus anything's not really good. Especially, like, there's a lot of saves and stuff. But having small positives can give you good bonuses early, because the cost to modifiers not huge. And that is what I showed with the skills, is getting a couple of points literally costs you point for point. Well, until you get to here, then it costs 2 points. We don't want to spend 2 points for 1 point, but getting to like 11 only costs 1 point per skill. Whereas when you want to get higher, you're looking at 3 points to raise, 4 points to raise. So you don't want to be doing that in like strength. You don't want to be paying the multi-point ones just to get, you know, you don't want to spend 2 points to get 1 damage, where you're going to put that, you might put those points into dex, get the damage and other things. We'll just leave it at base for the moment. So halfling's not awful. I don't think I want a gnome. Let's rule out gnome and dwarf. Dwarf and archer though. Ooh. Weapon familiarity. It would need to be a dwarven composite longbow, which I don't think exists. Plus, we don't want a martial weapon anyway. So we've got elf, halfling, half elf. Almost may as well be just a tall human. Tiefling's like a demon. Panz doesn't like short people. I'm a self-hating shorty, yeah. It's not the height, it's the freakishly little hands that gets me, Roche. I don't like freakishly little-handed. And let's be honest, like, a lot of the damage done with bows is like pulling the string back. If you've got really short arms, you're firing a really short arrow really softly. Make a half-elf, half-halfling. That's a quarterling. Orc weapon fair, great axes, falchions, and orc. Yeah, so we won't be being an orc either. Not really too keen on these guys. That's why crossbows are made? Yeah, that's true. But we've got a crossbow-wielding bard in the group. I don't want two teams of crossbows. It's not FTL where we want symmetry on the ship. Alright, so these are the options. We're either going to go full Legolas. Half elf. No, that's half human, half elf. Elf. Okay, it's half human. Wow, so that's what do you mean? Look, they're actually the shortest person in the game. Can they use a longbow? Wouldn't that be hilarious if they can't actually use a longbow? Jephalus. There you go. All right. So what are we doing? Are we going elf or halfling? I think we both get keen senses, don't we? Yep, both get keen senses. We get a little bit of elven magic there. Elven immunity. We're already proficient with longbows, including composite longbows. That's convenient. Whereas we get racial bonus mobility checks. What's the difference there? Oh, they have negative constitution, which isn't awful. Make the halfling name Legless. It almost has to be done just because of that statement. Yeah. As is, it was written. Legless Jeff? Is that what we're gonna go with Legless Jeff? So we can be skinny, medium, or stretched. Like, you gotta go super skinny, right? My game froze. Oh. Is there a difference? Slightly taller. Okay. We can have a beard, though. Oh, ugly. I was going to zoom in because it's so short. Oh, Cheesy smile. There's another downside to going halfling. What's that, Zatini? Please fill me in before I get too invested in like how ugly I make this thing. Go green. We use a smaller weapon size that gets reduced damage. If you could verify that quickly, please. Let's see. Optimized by cheerful nature, blessed with uncanny luck, driven by powerful wanderlust, halflings make up for their short stature with an abundance of bravado and curiosity. At once excitable and easygoing, halflings keep an even temper, steady eye on opportunity, and not as prone as some of the more volatile races to violent or emotional outbursts. Even the jaws of catastrophe, a halfling almost never loses a sense of humour. Halflings are inveterate opportunists. Unable to physically defend themselves from rigours of the world, they know when to bend with the wind and when to hide away. Yet a halfling's curiosity often overwhelms his good sense, leading to poor decisions and narrow escapes. Their curiosity drives them to travel, seek new places and experience. Halflings possess a strong sense of house and home, often spend above their means to enhance the comforts of home life. Hey Midgar, yep, we drew it a little bit earlier. Beelzebuz came out the winner. The new tickets for May are available. Halfling rise to a humble height of 3 feet. They prefer walk barefoot, leading the bottoms of their feet being roughly calloused. Tufts of thick, curly hair warm the tops of their broad tan feet. Their skin tends towards a rich almond colour and their hair towards light shades of brown. Halflings are pointed but proportionally not much larger than those of a human. Legless Jeff, coward of the Seven Seas. I can't see my hair. But I fart every time I change it. I love that. How you doing, Sam? Alright, so we can't see our hair because of the hood. So it doesn't matter, I guess. We gotta give him a beard though, right? The beard looks like horns. It's kind of creepy. Very good, Sam. We just okay, so weapons don't resize. Okay, we're gonna give him that beard. Make it a gingery. Alright. Makes you want to play WoW? Yeah, I got that feeling. Man, look at all the elf portraits. Cool. Could we almost pretend that's us? We get rid of his beard? That one's the winner so far. Haha! That was cool. Oh, that would have been great for yesterday. It's more roguey, that one. That was close. Some good portraits here. Whoa, look at your face. Or not. Nice. What is that? That's Carino? Okay. Oh, we've seen these. Do we find anything remotely close? Describe the one that we think is the best. In before someone says the chick with the boobs. Yeah, you can still say it. Like, I think that's probably the closest we're going to get. It'll be like one of those wallet photos you had from when you were in high school. And what's really good is there's no one else around, so there's no perspective. So this person could very well be 3 foot tall. And, you know, there's a hood. Pointy ears. I think it works. Alright, so we definitely want to get Persuasion. Unfortunately, it's one of the things that I was fairly sure of and I checked. There's times when your main character is the only one that gets to make decisions. So not having Persuasion is a huge detriment to what's going on. Hey, look, I'm in the... Anyway. There we go. So, not having Persuasion is detrimental to your main character, which is a bit of a shame. So pretty much you have to have that. Oh, hang on, if I do this, can I give myself a... Will I give the illusion of pointy? No, it won't. Okay, let's not do that then. Alright. Enough of that. So we can dump our charisma and get free points, which I'm not against. So we definitely want to increase dexterity. We want to make sure we're going to hit 2 early on. So we definitely want at least 16 dexterity, if not push to 18. Khaki Duck, my dude! 22 months in a row.
PogChamp Win here HD Panz PogChamp HD Pathfinder PogChamp HD Life PogChamp.
PogChamp, 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 PogChamp. Yeah, so 18 is the goal. Currently, this is a total of 16, not 16 plus 2. This is at 14 plus 2. Yeah? So, I would need to get more points. Because we can, like... Zatini, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Scholar. Enjoy the new emotes. We get some love and pizza and books in the chat for the resub and the new sub. Didn't mean to do that. Well, I'm glad that you did. Is it 14 on the wisdom? I probably don't want to need to get there right now. Thanks, Kaki and Google. I definitely want to reduce the negative strength. No, I'm pretty sure the number is 14 if like total for level 4 spells, and we have no need to go any higher than that. If we're making a hunter. Reduce intelligence. Unfortunately, as the party leader, I don't know if you want to be doing that. I wouldn't be against it. So that will give us an increase on melee attacks. We don't care about that though. Ranged attacks with a longbow, yeah? A composite longbow? You're sitting at 8 int? Nice. This is a new run, yeah. I did one yesterday, and got dumpstered here and there and did other things, and so now I'm just making a character, and we're gonna try our best. Actually use the mechanics. For a brief period at the end of yesterday's stream, I put it into story mode, and as good as it was to progress the story, it didn't feel like playing the game. Spiders? Yeah, don't go that way. Now, do we want to suffer with low hit points? If we're going to be ranged. The issue is the difficulty at the very start, but the fights are short and swift and reload's a thing. So not having high con doesn't really bother me if we're going to be in the back ranks. Spire is sad. Look, Arangu, I understand you were sad yesterday, but you need to move on. Please don't come in with sad Spire jokes every day. I know that you think they're harmless, but I just don't want it to be brought up every day. I think I want to go straight into 18 decks. Wisdom goes against saving throws as well, right? No, try to. I don't want to have to take measures to ensure that it doesn't happen. But I can and I will. Ready for HD Panz variety? Yeah. Got a bunch of games to test out. It's going to be great. What else do we get out of Constitution? Well, obviously Constitution-based checks. It does prevent death too, which is nice. Although if we're taking hits, we've done something wrong, so maybe we just need to play better. I think early cheaper points in for composite bow, is it the strength modifier that it adds to the damage? Right. So for early damage, that could even be worth a few extra points. So maybe go like 14. Oh, that's tempting. I mean, I like it when points get spent well and you end up with no odd numbered scores. Unless I want to preset for... That seems a little silly. You would preset for +5. That still affects the to hit roll, right? Like we're still looking at a 19 value on to hit with bows instead of an 18. Yeah, AC as well. That's true. Yeah, so spending the 3 there is probably better than 2 in Wisdom. We can get those later, because once this is maxed out, then we can put points where we want. Yeah, so unfortunately we take the Persuasion as needed for main characters. Perception's decent as well. Athletics and mobility are nice. Where's my notes? When do we want to go law nature? Probably not straight away. So we're not going to be doing the hunting. We'll probably get Amiri doing the hunting. Amiri? Doing the hunting when we camp anyway. That was one thing I didn't do yesterday either. I didn't assign roles when I camped, and that's why my camping was pooping out. Yeah, we might be able to find +2 wisdom. If not, we just don't use those spells. I think we just go... Catch objects, climb up, jump. I don't know, I like the mobility one, but... Move near opponents without provoking opportunity of attack. Yeah, that's definitely worth getting, especially early game, when we have to change targets sometimes. Yes, Darth Bob. If you use composite longbow, which we will be, your strength modifier gets added to your damage. I believe. I'm gonna watch the Panz Ranger. Oh, it's gonna be brutal. Yeah, so we don't get the modifier for some of the rolls, but we do get the value out of going from 18 to 19 on our standard rolls. Combat rolls, sorry. I don't know if I want a... Alright, so that's a... They're getting... Oh, that's a +3 once, though, isn't it? That's okay. I mean, we want to get mobility, but do we want to start pumping into it now? Probably perception early, then. I think getting the extra +3s in the early game is worth a lot more, but we'll want to pump some mobility later. But only getting +1 on it now. Whereas that's, sorry, it's a +4 to get, like, you get a bonus 3 on class skills. So I think that works better. I've got a point to spend. I've got 4 points to spend. Ooh, okay, well, if that's the case. So we can take a law. Or we do take the point in nobility. What do we reckon, chat? Nature law or world knowledge? Create or detect forgeries, decipher writing, identify monsters, humanoids, and recall knowledge about geography, history, people, and places. Hunt, identify monsters, recall knowledge about dungeons and nature, skin the dead animals, avoid random encounters, and so on. Hey Paul, how you doing, man? Skinning's nice. They're both good. Which one's going to give me cooking? No. Stealth is also always an option, but... Well... Did something bad happen to Jeff? No, nothing bad happened to Jeff. The TLDR is that I changed my mind about putting research into the setup because I wanted to be able to play the game, not just see the story. Which one's the boozing skill? Oh, I don't know. So, Jeff is doing fine. Let's just go with Jeff won in a moment of dwarven triumph, and it will be forever revered as a god. Let's go with that. So the other option is stealth. What is that going to open up for us? Shoot from the shadows type of deal? I often thought... I often overlook stealth as characters. And I don't know why. Maybe it's a bad habit that I overlook it. That's the thing, like, I think maybe in game you just end up not using it as much. Because you can't see them. Fair enough. Alright, I think we go with the stealth then. Do we have any adverse reasons to not pick stealth? Adverse reasons to pick? Any reasons not to pick stealth apart from picking something else could be better? Does it only lower your move speed while you're stealthed? Yeah, fair enough. I understand what you mean. Yeah, the tabletop ones are different. Alright, let's Amory has law nature, doesn't she? Let me see what I've got on them. Amiri, hello. That's my computer wigging out. Oh, I've got to turn that off. Yeah, I don't think we're going to multicast. I think we're going to straight ranger. Una momento. My laptop's being a problematic. I believe... Yeah, Amory does hunting, doesn't she? So she has law nature? Oh, come on. Scott Onesie Wilson, the FTL No Pause champion of the world. Oh, I forgot hard. And he's very hard. How you doing, dude? Definitely not Arcanum. Alright, so I'm leaning toward knowledge of the world. We can always come back and have a look at that while I'm waiting for stuff to happen. I'm pretty sure we have to take point blank shot because it leads into precise shot. I believe that to be true. Because otherwise we're at a -4. Man, it's still... I'm still really weird. Yeah, Sam, I took a little less time yesterday. We still had a good bit of fun with it. And then we got severely punished on an easier mode. So, yeah. So we do have to take point blank shot and then precise shot. And there's pretty much no... unless you go weapon finesse, but that's more for melee, I believe. And that means you may use dex mod instead of strength mod on attack, but that's more for, like, yeah, rogues and stuff. So we'll take point blank. Favorite enemy, we're probably just going to go humans, yeah? That's pretty much how we want to make that happen. Unless we want to be a self-hating halfling. Dragons. Plants. We already hate reptilian humor. Oh, no, that's a gnome thing, isn't it? Just so much... Because of the imbalance at the start of the game, and it's mostly humans... you get a huge advantage while you're setting up, like when you've got an incomplete party. We have nothing to choose at Ranger level 0 with 12 wisdom.
I have no use for this.
I would have preferred they put the pitch of the voice up a lot.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
Let us press on.
That's far too deep.
Adventures await.
Enemy near.
Wait, where do we get pet? When do we get a pet? Did I miss pet somewhere? Isn't it like level, or is it level high, slightly higher level? That's level 4? Okay.
I am superior!
Calm down. Not dead yet. So many thoughts. So little time.
Okay. We're going to stick with the chaotic good. We're sort of playing in this ballpark of chaotic good. So instead of being a purely static area, we're ranging it. So we'll favour the chaotic good option if given, but we'll allow anything that's from neutral good through to chaotic neutral or true neutral. We will not be taking anything that is... we could also take a lawful neutral option, but not over a chaotic good one. We will never take an evil option. The chaotic side has a... When you're trying to roleplay too, the chaotic side's got a bit of a cheat mode, kind of, because chaotic, you kind of do what you want. You don't have to do something unlawful just because you're not lawful. You can still choose a lawful option in your alignment. Whereas the lawful people, they have to take the lawful option. It's, well, they don't have to, but... What did we end up deciding on this this wonderful name? Was it Legless Jeff or something like that? There's gonna be a running Jeff gag, I think. In I wonder if I could edit. I could edit. We could do some Photoshop on this and get me in there. Ooh. Any version of Legless. Okay. Now, dwarves have a merc. Like, that's why we had Jeff McBeard, McDonkbeard. How do we need something like that with the halfling? Legless Jeff. Sounds like as a halfling, he'd want to have like a very, like as long a name as possible to make like as a compensation. And call him Midgar. It's very tempting. No. Legless Jeff Beard Want. Oh my god. No. There we go. And we actually have to go back now and we have to go no beard then. He has no. Okay, Legless Jeff wants a beard field. The Halfling Ranger. That's so good.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh. All I see is blackness.
Hang on, he's a halfling.
Let's shred them!
Burn! Slice! Behead!
Okay, would we end up with that one skill? Yeah, Knowledge World I think is fine. Amory does have... I've confirmed Amory does have Law Nature, so that'll cover that. Alright.
Get it off me!
Chaotic Good. Legless Jeff wants a beard. Ranger Extraordinaire. Are we naturally stealthy? We didn't take points in stealth, did we? I did not take points in stealth. Okay, we're just naturally stealthy. That's the saddest name. I don't want the stealth. I was just making sure I hadn't. I just
shake a leg.
I saw this green thing here, and I'm like, hang on. I'm hoping I didn't put points into stealth. Okay, let's do this. Good old legless step. Look, I'm in the portrait again. I love it. I can't pull it off. I have a beard. I can't be legless. Jeff wants a beard field.